Hi there. This teaching video is a follow-up to the story A Turkey for Thanksgiving. In this activity, students will be asked to decipher the plot of the story. In so doing, they'll be figuring out the most important events to locate on their graphic organizer. The graphic organizer may be found in the comments section of this video. You can download it and be ready to go. You may choose to use this video in one of two ways. The first way is just simply to have your student watch the video with you and get the ideas of how to fill in that graphic organizer, or you may watch the video yourself, get some ideas, and then present the graphic organizer in your own way. Regardless of how you use this, I hope that you enjoy.
Hi there. Hopefully you enjoyed the story A Turkey for Thanksgiving by Eve Bunting. What you're going to be doing now is you're going to use the graphic organizer to find the plot of the story. Now, when we're talking about plot, we're talking about what happens from the beginning to the end of the story. The important events of that story we would consider to be the plot. So when we're filling out our graphic organizer, the very first thing you're going to fill out is this top line, which is the book title. The title of the story that you're going to be using is A Turkey for Thanksgiving. The author of this story is Eve Bunting. Let's take a look at our graphic organizer when we're trying to find the plot. The first box asks us to identify the main character. The main character being the character in which the story is mostly about. In this particular story, we might say that there's more than one main character. In fact, I think we could say that there is definitely more than one main character. The story is mostly about at least two characters. So after I identify who you think those two main characters are, you're going to identify what the problem of the story is. There is a problem in every story. You need to identify what problem do these main characters encounter. And that's what's driving our plot. So here's my main characters. What problem do they have? And then over here, we're asked to decide what to do to solve that problem, or did they decide to give up? So here's the problem. In this box, we're asked to think of what did they do about that problem? Did they do something about it? Or did they just give up? That's going to be written in this box. At the very bottom, we have to write the problem is solved and a solution is found. How does the story end? What is the solution to the story or the resolution of that story? So in this box, we're saying this is the way the story ends. Usually the problem is solved one way or another by the end of the story. So take a few minutes and fill out this graphic organizer for finding the plot. Go ahead and pause the video at this time, and then when we come back, we'll discuss what I found, and you can compare your answers with what I found in the story. Go ahead and hit the pause now to fill out your graphic organizer. Let's check your work. Does your graphic organizer look a little bit like this? Let's go through it together. I said the main characters, the story was mostly about Mr. Moose and Mrs. Moose, because we're talking about the characters at the beginning of the story, and they run into a problem. So I said the main problem of the story is Mrs. Moose wants a turkey for Thanksgiving. And that starts the entire storyline, doesn't it? And then I said, for what happens after the problem is identified, she wants a turkey for Thanksgiving. Well, what happens after that? Mr. Moose goes out to find a turkey with the help of some friends. Okay, so remember at that point of the story, Mr. Moose goes out and tries to locate a turkey. And at the end, the solution is they invite Turkey to eat with them. Okay, and this is a rather funny story because it's not what we were expecting at all. So instead of being on the table, the turkey is sitting at the table. How did you do? I hope that you did well, and I hope that you enjoyed this story. Happy reading.